SMT Nation, we are back. Nation, we have huge news. I guess a bit of breaking news, if you will. We just have gotten the indication, a press release from, I guess, the president-elect administration, from future President Donald Trump. He has appointed and selected Commissioner Brendan Carr to be the chairman of the FCC. This is something that we kind of had been predicting, at least I have been. I don't want to speak on behalf of anybody else, but I always kind of thought that this was really the appointment that had to be made. I think this was basically a slam dunk. In my opinion, I think based on track record, I think based on the needs of the country and how things have played out the last 4 years with the FCC, I feel like this is the direction the FCC needed. And I think they got it, right? I think this is a good appointment. Brendan Carr, for what it's worth, leaving the politics to the side for just a moment. Don't think about like party-wise, whether it's a Democratic or Republican thing. Just based on the track record and based on his actions, I can give you guys confidence that this is a good selection for a chairman. And the reason I say that is this man, Brendan Carr, he's displayed leadership. I think he's displayed the proper mentality that the FCC requires moving forward based on the previous administration, how that was handled compared to where we need to go and what we need to do to get there. I think his character aligns with what we need. He's a man of action, from what I could tell. He seems to be very decisive. He fights outside of his own cause. He seems to be working for connectivity for the FCC to actually do their job. I think it's something that gets lost with politicians and representatives. They say they serve the public, but we don't always see that from a lot of these folks. I have watched Brendan Carr be this for a long time. I think this is a critical appointment. I think this was the right choice. I think this was the best choice. I think this was a slam dunk. He wants the country, the United States, to be the best. It's clear and it's evident. Following him through his timeline of questioning and advocating and pushing for all the right things to be done at the FCC. I mean, political obstacles be damned. He just wanted what was best for the country. It seems really, really clear. I didn't want to make this too political, but I'll just leave you guys with this. What's going to happen in the future with this man leading the way? There are several things that are probably going to improve. The first thing is 5G networks. They are 100% going to improve. They're going to get bigger. They're going to get better. They're going to get faster, more capacity, and they're going to be more reliable because the decisions that are going to be made under this administration, this FCC, are going to be focused on those things. U.S. telco is going to bloom. It is going to blossom. Think about like U.S. telcos, right? So T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, they're very happy about this appointment. I promise you, I assure you guys, they are super thrilled about this appointment. I think this is probably going to improve the future outlook into the national spectrum pipeline. That was one of the things that the last administration did not do well. We had no future outlook into what was coming down the pipeline for airwaves, for companies to build, networks for the United States citizens, for agencies, for government. It just wasn't good. Guys, the last FCC didn't even have 5 members of the FCC for half the administration. It was absolutely dysfunctional. I never said anything because you always want to evaluate, the FCC after their 4 years, right? You can evaluate them after you've seen them perform. They did not. The FAA debacle with C-band, it was completely dysfunctional. The whole thing with the Department of Transportation. They lost their spectrum authority. These things are not going to be happening under Brendan Carr. I think he's going to provide a unified vision for the commission. Home broadband is going to get better. I want to say probably 5G home internet, fixed wireless access. That's going to get better. Wireline industry is going to get better. Satellite connectivity is going to probably take off like a train. It's like a locomotive. It's going to be great. So if you're a big fan of, SpaceX and Starlink and AST and all these satellite providers and internet connectivity everywhere, and for emergency connections and response to hurricanes and extreme climate change issues, these things, like, it's going to be addressed. These things are going to be tended to. This is going to be good. And I'll be honest with you guys, it really just has to be better than what we had before. The last FCC, it was so bad. They got nothing done, guys. I want to show you guys something. This was shared from my friend, Crow's Nest. Shout out to the Speed Test channel. This is Brendan Carr on site at one of his fixed wireless access sites. Right? I don't know. They're looking at some kind of a baseband or whatever. Have you ever seen an FCC chair or commissioner anywhere near a cell site or a tower site? You ever see them dealing with people? You don't, because they are in their cozy little seats in Washington. This guy is connected to the industry. Here he is hanging out, getting to know the people, learning and understanding who they are and what they do, thanking them probably for building for the U.S. citizens. By the way, the gentleman you see, my friend there, Crow's Nest, he builds rural wireless home broadband. He's a fixed wireless access provider, and he does amazing things. And this is really exciting times. Shout out to Crow's Nest for sharing that. And congratulations to Commissioner Brendan Carr for now becoming the chair of the FCC. We're excited for a fresh new start. We're excited for, things to move in a good direction. And we just need a good FCC. We all want to, the United States to shine. We want the United States to be the best. Leave all that, political stuff out of the way, and you just focus on the task, which is serving the public, being a public servant. Like that, this is real stuff right here, and this is a breath of fresh air. Guys, I'm telling you, the last 4 years of the FCC was bad, like basement level bad. If you ask anybody in the industry, if you ask anybody who makes content like myself about the material that I make my content on, they will tell you the same thing. The people within the regulations, the liaisons, all these different parts, it was not good. I'm really excited about it. A fresh new start from a fresh new commission. I hope they're focused. I hope they're energized and they're looking to make a difference. But this is always what we get with new starts, right? You get that fresh new energy. And I think this is a good pick. Exciting to see what happens. We shall see. We will evaluate them in 4 years, just like I did the last 4 years in the previous FCC, the one that's exiting now. Awful. They were awful. So bad. Arguably the worst FCC I've ever seen. This one's got to be better. But we'll see. We'll evaluate them when the time comes. But drop me a line. Give me a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think Brendan Carr is a good pick, or do you think he's a bad pick? If you got a reason, I'd love to see that. And excited to read what you guys have to say. You all the voice of the people of the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Please do like and share this video. Let people know about our channel. Help our channel grow and reach more folks. Get happy in the YouTube algorithm. But thanks for being here. We'll see you guys on the next video.